So there we go. My old high school has made the
Oh,
list.
awesome. Let's go.
So
Oh,
yeah,
yes, the time of when the Te Maru schools started coming in, because we had a bunch of people saying, when we put the map up of the South Island,
hmm
oh my gosh, the comments went nuts and said,
yeah,
"Oh, there's no schools in Te Maru, there's no schools in Queenstown, da da da." And I said, just wait, because I knew some were coming through.
yeah.
Oh, that's
So
so
the
good.
last time we had you on, while I was talking to you, I handed an email to my old school, just going, "Hey, look, former student here, just wondering, you're not on this list that I've seen online. What's up?" And I got a response basically back straight away from the principal the next day, just going, "Hey, look, our board hasn't met yet. This is up for discussion. I'll let you know." And then followed up by CCing me in this email, or sending it to me, and that sort of thing. Now, I like a lot of people, I grew up in Timaru, and I would describe it as a cultural desert. So I wasn't exactly holding out a lot of hope that this was going to be on anybody's sort of to-do list. But I have to say, enormously proud of my old high school putting out such a strong comment, and that this fits in very nicely with a lot of the other schools that have contributed to this list. That we're over 1,000 now. I assume that at some point we're going to have enough that David Seymour is publicly going to have to eat his words, accompanied with a nice side of a bag of dicks for being a smarmy prick about how many people had said that they were going to do this. Oh,
Well,
it's aged like milk.
I think it's actually such, for me anyway, the last time I was on and you made the comment about David Seymour being out of touch with where New Zealand society is at the
Mm-hmm.
moment. And I love these particular letters that are coming through from places that you wouldn't normally assume would be supportive of doing this. And for me, that just shows the progress that we have actually made in
Mm-hmm.
terms of people understanding te tiriti, that it's not something to be afraid of, and it's not something that's going to destroy the country, which is the line that, the ACT Party and David Seymour are trying to sell to people. So I really do love seeing the letters that come from places and schools that you would, I think people would assume that they're not going to be on the list. And I love getting those surprises. We actually had quite a few significant schools come through today from the North Shore, which is another place that a lot of people were sort of throwing a few stones and saying, well, they're not going to join the list. We had Takapuna Grammar and Takapuna Intermediate come through today. And another person put a comment in on Facebook today, just noting the schools within Epsom.
Yeah.
Which is
Auckland Grammar there yet?
not yet, but we have heard whispers about various people advocating.
Eggs? What are eggs? Is eggs there yet?
Eggs is another one that's being advocated for at present,
Okay.
but not there yet.
Okay.
But see, and this is another really interesting offshoot of this list is I'm now getting emails from doctors and lawyers and alumni of those very prestigious schools who are telling me that they are advocating to their old schools and asking them why they are not on that list. And so for me, again, this is another conversation that's an extremely interesting and important part of our political maturity, in my opinion, about how people who have gone to these schools have, I suppose, had the benefit of the top echelon of education and are now coming back to their schools and saying, hey, this is what we think you should be doing. And that's not for me to say, it's not for anyone else. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is a conversation that is being had in so many different spaces with different people for different reasons. And for me, it's part of an historical moment that we're witnessing right now. And it's normal, everyday people who are saying it's time to stand up and it's time to do something.
Just sorry for the people I was using shorthand in the chat. Eggs? Epsom Girls Grammar School.
Hey, tell me you went to a flash school in Auckland without telling me. You know what eggs
and ironically, as eggs, Epsom Girls Grammar is on Gillies Ave, which is the same road that Seymour's offices are on. So, and then there's also Auckland Normal Intermediate, which is up by Teachers Training College, and there's a few around there still to go.